Good morning, everybody. Sam here, United People's TV. It is Tuesday, right? It's definitely Tuesday, 20th of July. We're here to talk about Raphael Varane because it's continuing to get exciting. I say it every day, but it's moving fast. It doesn't feel like a Jadon Sancho situation where it's going to drag out. Well, that's what it feels like anyway. I might be wrong. I hope I'm not wrong. But anyway, good morning to every single one of you who are watching on Facebook. Good morning, every single one of you that are watching on YouTube. Two communities here together on United People's TV. How are you doing? Where are you watching from? You know the drill by now. You let me know in the comments what town you're watching from or what country. And you might get added on to the fabled United People's TV interactive map. But this morning we're talking about Raphael Varane. He's returning to Madrid training today. Fabrizio Romano has given a nice big update on him, an exciting update. And it's something I always keep saying. With Varane, all the news is good news. I'm still yet to see, and I might be wrong, and I hope it doesn't happen, but I'm still yet to see a story that puts a handbrake on Varane to United. Everything is moving in the right direction. I'll explain all of that. I'll run through Bruno Fernandes maybe getting a new contract. That'll be interesting. We'll talk about that. Kieran Trippier, he's still on the cards. And as always, you let me know in the comments with your questions and your super chats as well, and I'll answer that throughout the show. Before I want to start, I want to explain the new memberships that have launched. So many of you already signed up straight away. I want to say genuinely a big thank you from the bottom of my heart to everybody who's already joined and anybody who can join and can help the channel grow forward. On YouTube, it's very simple. There's a little join button below the video right there. There's 3 membership levels. If you can join, please do join. Anything, as I said, anything that comes in from the memberships is only going to go back into the channel to make it bigger and better. We've got Orgasmo here saying, Sam, we can't join. There's no button. There should be a button underneath, and if there isn't, I don't know why there isn't, and maybe that's down to what country you're in and whether or not YouTube, I don't know how it works. I can see the join button. The join button's there. Quite a few people have already joined. If you can, it's brilliant. There's 3 different levels. Get access to a Discord server, chat with me. There's different things. If you can join, brilliant. If you can't join, just drop a like and keep engaging as you do. And if you're watching over on Facebook, it's very simple. There's a link in the video description. For some reason, I can't add a button, or you can just go to the top of the page. There's a pinned video there at the top of the page, and right there, become a supporter. Support now. Anybody, as I said, there's so many people who have joined straight away, and a big thank you to all of you. I can't wait to keep engaging with you in our private Discord chat server, in the supporters group here on Facebook. There's loads of things that we can do, and I can't wait to get started. So as I said there, genuinely from the bottom of my heart, a big thank you to everybody who's joined so far. I can't wait to do that. And as I said, so many people have asked me to launch these memberships that I've done it. And, I've been going for years and years and I haven't done it. And it's just, I'm just fulfilling a request. And as I said, anything that can be made is only going to go back into the channel anyway. But let's speak about Raphael Varane, because that's the exciting news this morning. And as I keep saying every single day, this is all just moving in the right direction. I'm not really seeing anything negative when it comes to Raphael Varane and Manchester United. And the big man himself, last night, Fabrizio Romano, he got busy tweeting at 11:30. I mean, the guy really does not sleep, does he? Anyway, he spoke about Raphael Varane. This is what he said. Raphael Varane and his agents confirmed to Real Madrid his desire to try a new experience in the Premier League. He'll be respectful, waiting for the club agreement, but he wants Manchester United. Varane also confirmed to Man United he'd be ready to accept their contract bid. So everything is in its right place, as Radiohead once sung. Varane to United, I can't really see. I mean, I can see. Who am I kidding? I can see him not joining Manchester United. But Varane wants it. His agents have already spoken to Real Madrid. They've confirmed that he wants to move to Manchester United. Manchester United want. Look, it's all there. It's all very simple for Manchester United to do. The bid just needs to go in. And I know we've said this on most streams for the last few days. Just get the bid in. But yeah, just get the bid in, United, man. Like, you know that he wants to join. His agents have now told Real Madrid that he wants to leave and wants to join. Varane has already told you that he'll accept the contract. Just get the bid in. Get it done. Let's move. Let's move, baby. Although saying that, we haven't bloody announced Jadon Sancho yet, so maybe we won't be able to announce Raphael Varane until next season, probably. And that's being interesting. Right, I'll tell you what, we'll quickly head down to the fabled interactive map, because I can see so many comments coming in here. I'll get a couple of you onto the map. Where are we watching? Look, like Francis on Facebook, watching from Monrovia in Liberia. Good morning to you, Francis. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Monrovia in Liberia. You're on the map, sir. Congratulations. Welcome to the family. And let's get one more on here quickly. Glenn, watching on YouTube from Durban in South Africa. Good morning to you, Glenn. How are you doing, my friend? If you haven't subscribed, I'm sure you have subscribed by now. But if you haven't, hit that subscribe button, my friend. Come in and join the family. As always, keep firing in your comments. Keep firing in your super chats, as you always do, because that's the best way to get me to answer your questions. But Raphael Varane, man, I'm excited. I'm dead excited about Raphael Varane. I don't really think it's hard to, when you're sort of looking at transfers and how they're unfolding, as a football fan, as a Manchester United fan, it's hard to really think about how much of an impact that player could have at your club, because you get sort of bogged down in the whole transfer situation. You obviously get excited about the player coming in, but Raphael Varane coming to Manchester United would be a seismic transfer. Huge. We've gone ever since, I suppose a fair comparison here would be, if you imagine what Manchester United did between Peter Schmeichel and Edwin van der Sar in the goalkeeping department. We went through a long list of bang average goalkeepers, from Taibbi to Howard. Barthez was there for a bit. Bosnich was there for a bit. Oh my God. It's a long list of sort of average goalkeepers. And then we got Van der Sar, and then we went to De Gea after, and it was brilliant. Manchester United went from Rio Ferdinand and Nemanja Vidic. And we've gone through Phil Jones, Chris Smalling, Marcus Rojo. Oh my God. Daley Blind. He played there for a bit. Paddy McNair, Tyler Blackett. Just a long list of bang average centre-backs and bang average centre-back partnerships. And we're about to walk into, fingers crossed, do all that. We may well just be about to have Harry Maguire and Raphael Varane as our centre-back partnership. And that's incredible. That is, by some margin, the best centre-back partnership we've had since Rio and Vidic. And it has the ability to be the best centre-back partnership in the Premier League. It absolutely does. Big up to Orgasmo. How you doing, my friend? Thank you very much for becoming a member and joining the family. As I said before, it's very easy. The join button is there. If the join button isn't there, it's not my fault. It's YouTube's fault. I don't know why it isn't there. But there is also a link in the description, so you can just click that and go through. It's very easy to do. Got a comment here coming in from Thomas. How you doing, Thomas? Nice to see you, my friend. Saying Varane and Sancho in, get Neves. He's cheap. You know how much I love Neves, and you know how much I'd love for United to get Neves. But alas, we don't really seem to be in for him. I don't really know why. If I'm being completely honest, it is what it is. Orgasmo there saying, just joined. You can only join on desktop. Can't do it on the YouTube app. Well, that's stupid. Why would YouTube not allow that on the app? I don't know. But, so comment here. Let's have a look. Sushil, Varane isn't coming to United. Obviously, you're feeling very happy this morning, Sushil. These such United Facebook pages are mocking us with the stupid transfer saga episodes every single week. Now, I would completely disagree with you in the idea that I think we're getting Varane, man. I genuinely think we're getting Varane. You might sort of disagree with me, and it's fair enough if you disagree with me, but now I'm starting to get excited by it. I really am starting to get excited by the idea that Raphael Varane is coming to Manchester United, because for so long I sat there because of, I've been burned before. We've all been burned before. Sergio Ramos is the one that burned the most, really. But it's different now. It feels different. It's felt different the whole way through. And Raphael Varane, as I said, every single day the stories just keep getting stronger and the links keep getting stronger. Abby, you've joined, my man. Thank you very much for becoming a member of the family. There's a couple new members. Let me give you some shout outs here. We've got one from Lee Simon. How you doing, Lee? Thank you very much for joining, my friend. Welcome to the family. Can't wait to chat to all of you guys and girls. Ajay as well. You also joined. Hey, it's wicked, man. I love this. I love how interactive we can all be. Comment here coming in from Anuj. How you doing, Anuj? Nice to see you, my friend. Hi, Sam. How you doing, friend? I would like to know your opinion about the match against Derby, since you didn't make a post-match preview. I didn't actually. I thought United did very well. I thought it was the first game of the pre-season. Two different teams really in the first and second half. You can't really look into pre-season too much. And as I said before, I see the pre-season right now as more the opportunity for the kids, the youngsters, to really impress. I think Tahi Chong, obviously he got a goal. Shoda Shoretiro, he did well. Pelistri, he certainly did well, but he's going to go out on loan according to Solskjaer. Let's see what happens against QPR. I think they're in Surrey, I think, for a week training camp. Then we got QPR. Who else we got? We got Preston. We got Everton. Let's see how we go. But you can't really tell much. The thing I'm probably watching the most is the formation, because we've seen this comments that Solskjaer wants to move to a 4-3-3. If we're doing that, we need to do that in pre-season. Ben Winton, you become a member. Welcome to the family, my friend. Thank you very much, my friend. I honestly just puts a big smile on my face. All of you guys interacting. Robert, thank you very much for super chat, my friend, but you didn't leave a comment, so I can't see what you're saying there. Honestly, it puts a massive smile on my face just seeing how engaged and interactive we all are here. Got a comment here saying from Issa, Varane is overrated. Wow. You let me know what you think about that in the comments. Yeah, you leave your opinion on Varane and Maguire as a centre-back partnership. Because Bree here on Facebook, you're saying, if Varane does eventually join us, will it only close the gap or put us on top? Very good comment. Very good question. My own opinion is that I still think Manchester United are a central defensive midfielder short of having a complete team. For me, it's the engine. It's the heart of the team is that defensive midfielder who's going to hold it all together. That's what we need, the glue. We've got, I don't know, we've got new windows. We've got a new front door. We've upgraded loads and loads of parts of our house. But still, for me, we need that. I still think it's got to be a pure number 6, really, like a proper defensive midfielder. But we're not even slightly getting linked to one. The only one we're really getting linked to so far has been Camavinga. And he's an 18-year-old midfielder who doesn't really know his own position yet because he's played them all at Rennes. He's played central midfield. He's played on the right of the central midfield 3. He's played on the back. He's played in a pivot. He's played in lots of different positions. And Camavinga's only 18, and it'll be unfair in the same way as it would have been very unfair of Manchester United to bring Amad Diallo in and expect him to just tear it up in the right wing straight away. And we didn't do that. We've sort of eased him in very, very slowly. It'll be unfair of us to bring Camavinga in and expect him to just dominate in that position straight away. Lee Kitch, welcome to the family, my friend. Thank you very much for joining. Let's see what we're saying here about Varane. Mick, you're saying he's one of the best around. His pace is fast, and of course, that's going to be a key characteristic as to getting the best out of Harry Maguire, because we need to partner Harry Maguire properly with somebody who really can cover for the weaknesses in Maguire's game. We know that pace is probably the biggest weakness that Harry Maguire has. And if you play someone like Raphael Varane, and this certainly is something that is really important, is we're going to play with a higher line. United too often, and we saw it with all the set pieces. Remember that goal against Everton? Like conceding a dumb free kick. I think it was Fred. Ball launched over the top. They equalised just towards the end. If we play with a higher line with Raphael Varane, we will play with a higher line because we've got the confidence in ourselves now to cover, because Shaw and Wan-Bissaka obviously are going to cover back, but Varane has the pace too. It means we'll play higher up the pitch. It means we won't be banked in our own half. And that's going to make a big, big difference to the United style of play. It's all positive, man. Got a comment here from Kjetil. K-J-E-T-I-L. Kjetil. Maybe just Jetil. Anyway, you remember, my friend. Sorry, I just absolutely crucified your name. Let me know how to pronounce it, and I'll try and do it better next time. Saying, stay strong, man. We'll have a good season. We need to sort out the midfield. Without Keane, Sir Alex would have less trophies. We need more leaders. I can't disagree with anything you've said there, because Roy Keane was an absolute god in midfield. Comment here saying, what about... Thank you very much, Rob, by the way. Big up. What about Jones as a CDM instead of Rice? Jones under Carrick. Phil Jones just makes me sad. The concept of Phil Jones just makes me sad. I'd rather just have a little drink than talk about Phil Jones. Phil Jones is done, man. Phil Jones is done. I don't want to see Manchester United even trying to get Jones back into the club in any way, shape or form. He should just be leaving. The fact that he's been here for so long is down to the fact that he's on great wages for him. He doesn't want to leave. Nah. No, thank you very much. Comments coming in here saying, Issa, look, you're right, man. We need a CDM. I keep saying it. I've said it all along. Look, and Enko, you're saying the same thing. We need a good CDM, not a C. See, for me personally, I would rather, if I'm going to only be able to sign one position this summer, I would rather sign a central defensive midfielder than a centre back. My own opinion there. Connor Fox here on Facebook. Where are you? Oh, there you go. It was a good question there. Play a high line. Do we need a DM then? 2 box-to-box will suit better for pressing and covering fullbacks. Fair enough. That's a fair point, but it's the limitations that come with playing 2 holding mids. And we see those limitations in the big games. And the same, in one way, we don't see limitations because we tend to play with those 2 holding mids in the bigger games. It's against lesser teams that we don't really see McTominay and Fred always together. But in the style of play that we are gearing towards, this 4-3-3, the fact that we've got Bruno, Pogba, Rashford, Sancho, Cavani, Greenwood, you're littered, absolutely littered with quality, attacking-minded quality in this team that you just can't play 2 holding midfielders. It completely goes against the grain. It goes against what we're doing, what we're good at. It just stops it. It's a blocker for it. And in there's certain games, there's no doubt that Fred and McTominay can come in and be great squad players and do a job. But for me, that's what they are. They are do-a-job footballers rather than elite level, top draw people. And that's what I think. People? Anyway, I got distracted by a comment. Somebody, he got me there. You got me there with that super chat, Danny, saying Sancho's been announced on the website. He's not been announced on the website. You didn't nearly get me. You got me. Anyway, Raphael Varane, as I said, for me, it's a game-changing signing. It really is. It's an indicator of where Manchester United are and where Manchester United are going towards. And again, that's why I point back to Fred and McTominay. You can't be signing players like Varane at centre-back, like Jadon Sancho at right wing. 2 world-class. They're both world-class players. And then just have Fred and Scott McTominay as your only holding midfielders in the club. When you've got Paul Pogba in front of them, you've got Bruno Fernandes, you've got the best left-back in the world in Luke Shaw. World-class. There's so many top-level world-class players everywhere. And then Fred and McTominay. It just jars me. Oh, look. There you go. Chetil, like Chong, with a stable and good CDM, we will take the next step. Right, Chetil, thank you very much for letting me know how to say your name, my friend. We will take the next step. And for me, it's such an important thing that Manchester United get that defensive midfielder. But given the fact that we haven't, let's be honest, ladies and gents, we haven't even slightly gone after a central defensive midfielder this summer. So clearly, Manchester United do not, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer or the club, whoever's leading that, we're not looking for one. It really is, it baffles me. But clearly, they don't see that as the priority. Clearly, they can see either Scott McTominay doing a job as a holding midfielder, or Camavinga maybe coming in and doing a better job than any of us think he could at this age. But we haven't been linked with anyone like Ndidi or someone in the Kante role, like a pure destroyer. We've not been linked with any of them. Saul Niguez has come up, but again, he's more of a technical midfielder. I'm not saying that he couldn't operate in the number 6 role, but in a similar sort of way as Van der Beek could technically operate in that role. Not necessarily his best position, but he could play there. Comment here coming in from Victorim. How you doing, Victorim? Work done. Big up to you. The button is not here in Australia. I don't know why. Hope you can figure it out, my friend, because I want to have you in the members club. As always, a proper OG you are, my friend. Another couple comments coming in here. We've got Christian, new member. Thank you very much for joining the family, my friend. Great to have you on board. Got Issa with a comment saying, what happened to Camavinga? As I said, it's all gone a bit quiet on Camavinga, kind of surprisingly, given that it seemed like a very straightforward and simple thing for Manchester United to do. 30, 40 million. Easy. 1 year left on his deal. Ren need to sell. He wants to move to the Premier League. Seemed very straightforward, but Manchester United have sort of not really done much at the moment. Dark Prince, how you doing? OG as well. Hey, Sam, what do you think about Jimmy Garner ends the CDM based on his stats at Nottingham Forest? I think he could do a decent job. Look, Jim Garner and Levitt played, I think it was more in a double pivot against Derby. And I've said this to everyone, I'll say it again. this really is an opportunity for someone like Ghana to establish himself as an option in that role, because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer doesn't really have many options. And because Scott McTominay, I think, is only just joining up with the squad. I think he's in the squad for the QPR game this weekend. It's an opportunity for all these youngsters to really establish themselves and show Solskjaer, look, man, give us a chance. Give us a chance. Quickly going back to Raphael Varane. I didn't really mention this bit earlier, but he, as you can see here, that doesn't mean that he's flying to Manchester United, unfortunately. But Varane is joining back up with the Real Madrid squad today. He's going back for pre-season training. And this is what is coming out. It said the Varane to United saga is not going to take very long before it's done. Both clubs want to complete the deal over the next few days. United and Madrid still discussing for a few million, but the move will be official soon. Oh, baby. I'm excited, man. I'm so excited because I just didn't think it was going to happen at one point. I really didn't think it was going to happen at one point. But it really, really, really at this point, I'm going to have a lot of egg on my face if he doesn't end up joining at this point, because it looks like he will. Gazman's saying you can't join. You need to join on desktop. You can't do it on the app. I'm in Newcastle, Australia. I think I've got you on the map. Let me get you on the map, Orgasmo. I don't think I do, actually. Newcastle, out in the wonderful world. I bet it's hot there. It's hot in the UK at the moment. It's great. Newcastle, New South Wales. In you go, sir. Thank you very much for joining the family. You've got Victor, and you've got a comment here saying, with Ole saying Lingard is in his plans for next season, I hope he steps up and delivers on that left wing position in Rashford and Martial's absence. Is Martial injured? Absent? He was mentally absent last year, wasn't he? Let me know. You let me know in the comments, ladies and gents. The Lingard situation's a strange one, isn't it? Because we just don't know whether he's going to stay or whether he's going to leave. I said last time, and I stand by it, I think for Jesse Lingard, we should be letting him leave. We should be getting him a deal for his own sake. For Manchester United's sake, maybe it'll be great to have someone like Lingard in the squad and use him in 10, 15, 20 games across the whole season. But at the same time, I'd rather use that 30 million and go out and sign a defensive midfielder. My own opinion. And I don't think United will sign a defensive midfielder unless we sell. And Lingard is top of that pile. I would cry if Jones has made CDM, says Abby. Even I would not leave a club if getting paid 120k a week, not for doing anything. Anyone would love this kind of job. It's like Lee Grant, man. He's come in. He's basically a decorator. And he's getting a hell of a wage. He's not had to do anything. And now we signed Tom Heaton as well, so he's going to have to do even less. What a job he has got. Lee Grant and Phil Jones. Fair play to you. If you can get the deal and you can hold it, why not? Let's have a look here. Tavish, you're saying there's no button to join on the app. Apparently, quite a few people are struggling to have it on the app. If you go onto the desktop website, Tavish, I think you'll be able to join on there, my friend. That seems to be an issue that quite a few people are having. 1 second here. Oh, no, that's new. That's not new. Honestly, I know I say it a lot, but I love this community. I've said it previously. I love the engagement, the interaction. It's great fun. It really, really is. Thank you very much to everybody who's joined on YouTube. There's a little join button down below. If you can't see the join button, there's a link in the description. If you can't see that, I think there might be a problem on the app. Quite a few people are saying that, so head on to the desktop version. If you're on Facebook, let me just pop it here. I'll pop it in the comments now. You can just follow this link, and it will take you through to join. Actually, no, it won't. No, I won't. I've messed it all up. I've ruined it. Anyway, you can go onto Facebook there. I've already pinned the video on the Facebook page at the top of the page, and there's a little become a supporter button right there. And Ben Winton, how you doing, Ben? Thank you very much for your comment, my friend, and thank you very much for joining the family. Ben Winton from Seoul in South Korea. On you go to the map, my friend. I was struggled to spell. Is it that? It is. Look at that. Spelled it right first time. Well, you did spell it for me, Ben. You are saying, hi, Ben Winton from Seoul in South Korea. Who would you have as a Cavani replacement after he leaves? Would Greenwood be for that role, or would you sign Haaland or Kane? I suggest Isaac. He is great. Isaac, the young lad from Sweden. He's certainly impressed at the Euros. Haaland. My God, I would love to sign Haaland. He looks. I know the phrase world class and the phrase generational. They're sort of thrown around a bit. But Erling Haaland is a generational talent. If he can stay injury-free, we're going to watch one of the greatest careers as a football striker that you'll ever see. He's going to break all the records, man. He's on a different level. He's on a different planet, basically. And it's somebody who's got such confidence in his own ability at that age. It's unparalleled, I would actually argue. Ronaldo was nowhere near that at that age, not in terms of the confidence. He grew into the player that he was, but Haaland, he's already got that mentality and that confidence. He wants to win. He wants to score. And he's a monster, an absolute monster of a player. So in a dream world, it's Erling Haaland. And next year, 75 million. We know that release clause exists next year. I don't think anyone's going to sign him this year because Dortmund don't want to sell him, so they're going to put a stupid tag on him. Stupid price tag. If somebody pays it, he'll leave, but I don't think anybody will. Robert, welcome to the family, my friend. Nice to have you on board. Got a comment here from Thomas over on YouTube. Big up the member. You're saying, Varane, in regards to defense and also considering our new set piece coach, we are going to destroy a lot of teams. Watching from Maputo, Mozambique. Onto the map you go, my friend. Let me add you here quickly, and then we'll chat about your point there. Maputo in Mozambique. Wicked. On you go. Thank you very much, Thomas. Thank you very much for joining and becoming part of the family. The set piece coach. I think I'm going to have to do a video on that. Because I was shouting about it last year. Look, we've got Carrick and we've got Fletcher and we've got Solskjaer. Both of those, obviously, fantastic midfielders, so they can teach people like Ghana, people like Camavinga, if he came in, how to be midfielders. You've got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who's no doubt has helped Greenwood, no doubt has helped Rashford and Martial before he fell off a cliff in terms of goal scoring. But in terms of defending set pieces, Kieran McKenna, I think he was a defender, not quite sure, but young career, got injured, didn't play much. We don't really have a defensive coach at Manchester United. Lo and behold, we've got defensive problems. Lu Wai Cheng, you've joined and became a member. Thank you very much, my friend. Great to have you on board. Sudi, you've just joined. Updates, please. I'll give you updates straight after, but thank you very much for joining. Mate, it's good fun. It's really, really good fun. But as I said, the defensive coach, you keep asking me about it. I tell you what, it's my job. I will go and do a bit of research, see if I can try and find an interview with somebody. I think it was from Chelsea. Not completely sure, but I need to do a bit of research into him because we definitely needed a defensive set-piece coach this summer, and we've got one. Bilal, how you doing, Bilal? I'm from Paris, France. Proud Red Devil since May 1999, the first Champions League match you've ever seen. Well, I tell you what, that is not a bad first Champions League match to ever watch. And let's be honest, you've peaked right there. You've absolutely peaked. But Paris, bonjour. Bonjour. You're on the map, Bilal. Thank you very much, my friend. Let's head on to the next bit of news. Moving on from Raphael Varane. This is an interesting one, and we've seen this actually quite a while. Not quite a while, but it's last couple of weeks maybe. Man United are in talks with Bruno Fernandes' agent over a new contract. There's no agreement yet. It's not like it's a dangerous situation. It's common in these talks. They're working. It will take some time, but Fernandes absolutely wants to stay. Yes, please. Bruno Fernandes is the man who has helped transform this Manchester United team, hasn't he? What he has done has been nothing short of spectacular. To drag Manchester United from a 2 out of 10 football club, he's brought us back up to like a 6 or a 7. We were bottoming out before he came in. And then he came in and he's dragged us up now. And now it's at a point because look, 12 months ago, 18 months ago, maybe, we didn't deserve players like Jadon Sancho. We didn't deserve players like Raphael Varane. Did we? We weren't good enough to have those players in. We wanted them, but ultimately, if those players were looking at us going, really? Am I really going to join that club? It's not the case anymore. Bruno Fernandes has changed the image of Manchester United, has helped re-establish Manchester United as Manchester United, and that's such a crucial aspect of why he's been such an incredible signing. So I want Man United to go and get that deal done ASAP Rocky with Bruno Fernandes. Yes, please. And let's see what he can do this year. Because I tell you what, if he scores another 20 goals, I might just name my kid Bruno. Don't have a kid yet, but when I do, even if it's a girl, call her Bruno. Moving on. Bury-born Kieran Trippier is hopeful of joining his boyhood club Manchester United in a cinematic one last job, a Manchester homecoming to make United champions again. I mean, that would be lovely. That would be lovely. Let me know what you think about Kieran Trippier. Look, I've said it before. I said Kieran Trippier is so far down the list of necessities at Manchester United. I would rather our money went elsewhere because I can't really see Manchester United. First of all, we're not going to pay 30 million for Kieran Trippier. Absolutely no way, shape or form is that money leaving the club. Not for Kieran Trippier, not for a backup right back, which is exactly what he is. He comes in and he's a backup. He plays some cup games so Aaron Wan-Bissaka doesn't get absolutely knackered. Because Wan-Bissaka, I think only Harry Maguire played more minutes than Wan-Bissaka last season. Wan-Bissaka was there constantly. And the only reason that he sort of didn't get the plaudits I think he deserved to get was because Luke Shaw was so good. He was overshadowed by Luke Shaw. But Wan-Bissaka had some real progress last year, I think, anyway. We've got a comment here from Araneka, member, saying, "Hey, Sam, can I be a mod? Of course you can be a mod, my friend. Let me get you on the map as well. Apeldoorn. Apeldoorn in the Netherlands. On to the map you go. Welcome aboard." I need to go traveling again, man. I miss traveling. I miss everything. There's Danny saying, "Sorry, my bad for announcing Sancho on the website, Sam. You're a great person doing this group. I get excited when you do these videos. Thank you." Hey, big up to you, my friend. Look, it was funny. You maybe go on the website. He wasn't announced, but I tell you what, it better be announced soon, Danny, because we're all bored of it now, eh? You're looking at Manchester United going, what are you doing this for? Although yesterday, the update from Fabrizio was that all the paperwork is now signed because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, after the Derby game, just said, look, the Sancho, we're waiting on some paperwork to be finished. Now, when it's signed, it can be announced. And it has been signed. Everything is now done. So get Sancho announced today, hopefully, because we need that done, baby. Look, a couple new members. Mick, thank you very much for joining, my friend. Is that your dog? It's a cool-looking dog if that's your dog. And Jack. Thank you very much, Mick and Jack, 2 new members of the YouTube gang. I can see a comment here from AJ, who's a member. How you doing, my friend? Saying, who would Ole play up front? Greenwood, Cavani, or Martial? Now, you let me know what you think about that in the comments below. Who would you rather play up front? I think, personally, for me, it's easy out of those 3. You're choosing Ederson, Cavani. But at the same time, you've got Greenwood, who clearly showed last year, that out of Greenwood, Martial, and Rashford, Greenwood's on a different level when it comes to playing through the middle. He's the one who looks more natural in that position. Rashford, you play him centrally, it takes away from his natural game. Martial, you play him centrally, he looked good, but then he looked crap for a year. So I don't really know what to say about Martial anymore. That hasn't already been said because it's disappointing. It's massively, massively disappointing to see what happened with Anthony Martial, but it is what it is. Comment here coming in from Chris, watching from Eastbourne. I'm guessing you mean Eastbourne, UK. Or maybe there is only one Eastbourne. Let's have a look. Well, if you're not Eastbourne, UK, you are now. Thank you very much, Chris, for your comment. You added onto the map, my friend. Let me go down here. And let me go here. Look, man, I'm excited. It's a great week being lined up for Manchester United. We've got pre-season that's back around. Man United are playing football again. That's exciting in itself. Then we've got Raphael Varane. Everything is pointing in the right direction. It's something I keep saying, but I'll repeat it one more time now. And I'm sure you agree with me. You know, when you watch transfers as a Manchester United fan, you're used to it being the yo-yo. He's coming, he's not coming. He's coming, he's not coming. He's staying, he's cut. It's like that. But with Raphael Varane, everything is just consistently headed in the same direction. The fact that Raphael Varane wants to join Manchester United. The fact that Real Madrid are sort of conceded to losing him. And every day the story just gets more and more and more momentum behind it. And today he's returning to the Real Madrid squad. But his agents have told Real Madrid, I want to leave. Not his agents leave. He wants to leave and he wants to join Manchester United. It's just all great. Dark Prince, you became a member. OG, my friend. Thank you very much. Great to have you on board. And Tony Pereira. Are you Andreas' dad? If so, you should probably get your son a move to Lazio. Thank you very much, Tony, for joining and becoming part of the fam. Mate, this is so great. I'm looking forward to doing the extra content. This is just giving me a bigger buzz just to make more and more videos and more great content for you guys. But I'm excited about, as I said, this week, we've got Varane. By the looks of it, man, just get that bid in. It seems quite simple now. And And I said the same thing about Camavinga. Look what happened there. But United, everything really is fantastic. A couple of comments here coming in from new members. Jack from Borneo. Wicked. Get me on the map. Yes, sir. On you go, Borneo. I've never been to Borneo. I bet it's fucking beautiful. Sorry for swearing, but I bet it is. Borneo's on the map. And one more here. We've got Tony watching from Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. Kuala Lumpur. On you go, my friend. Both of you are on the map, Tony and Jack. Thank you very much for becoming members of the United People's TV fam. Look, Aroneka, you're saying it right there. You're right. I hope we announce Sancho today. I really hope we announce Sancho today. We have to get it done. We have to get it over the line. Don't really know. I don't really know what the paperwork was, but Fabrizio has said that the paperwork is done, and that's the exciting part. But let's see what goes on. Got Chris. Thank you very much for the super chat, my friend, saying Varane, I think, could have the same effect as what Virgil van Dijk did for Liverpool. Now, that's a big comment. It's a big shout, and it's a big responsibility. I'd love to think that you're completely right, Chris. And I think you might be. I don't think Varane doesn't strike me as a strong a leader as Van Dijk is. Very vocal, very physically imposing. Varane's is more of a slight player. I think Harry Maguire is going to be that more physical and vocal presence. But in terms of taking United from here to there, Varane is going to hugely accelerate where we are and where we want to be. And it's going to accelerate in the right direction. Comment here saying, can you show me the map with the pins? Look, this is where we are now, ladies and gents. You can see that. Got plenty. We need a little bit of something in North Australia. Look, we're getting some over here. Still North Africa is looking a bit quiet and sad. Europe's huge. Not very much in South America. America, look, it's great fun, man. I can't wait to keep building this map and keep having you all as part of the fam. But this is brilliant, man. I'm so glad I launched the memberships. I'm looking forward to getting to know you all that little bit more. Getting more engaging, more interaction, building more content, having more conversations, and hopefully watching Manchester United lift the Premier League and Champions League and the FA Cup and the League Cup next year. It's not much to ask. I think what's a quadruple? It's not hard. Anyway, I'll wrap it up for today, and hopefully I will be here later on speaking about Jadon Sancho, because I tell you what, it needs to happen at some point, right? Maybe it's today. Drop a like on the video if you're new. If you are new, make sure you subscribe. It's down below. If you want to, hit the join button. Join the United People's TV members only club. There's a little join button. There's 3 different tiers. Anything that I'm going to get from the memberships, I'm going to put back into the channel. Make it bigger and better. Do more content. If you're on Facebook, there's a video that's pinned to the top of the page. Support now. You can click that and get involved. But thank you very much to everybody who has joined so far. Thank you very much to everybody who will join in the future. I'm looking forward to making this the best Manchester United community that exists out there. And you're all helping make that happen. So that's it for today's show. As always, I'll be back tomorrow morning at night. Sorry, I was 10 minutes late today, by the way. My camera ran out of battery. I had to charge it. It is what it is, but it didn't run out this time. Anyway, thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for all joining the members club. If you did, I could keep talking forever, but I won't. Have a great day. Enjoy it. Hopefully I'll be back later announcing Sancho, because that's exciting. But